I don't have any pictures of him, but he will stay in my mind forever. A woman's heart is a deep ocean of secrets. If you have memories with Titanic or shed tears with it, don't miss this analysis on Scene Psycho channel. Titanic, directed by James Cameron, was made in 1997. This movie is produced in America and in the genre of drama and romance. The story of this film takes place during the voyage on the Titanic. Rose, a girl from a rich family who is on her way to America for a forced marriage, commits suicide. But Jack, Leonardo DiCaprio, is a poor third-class passenger who saves her. These two love each other. A little later, the Titanic hits a floating iceberg and gradually sinks. Today, we want to analyze the character of Rose together. Subscribe to our channel and don't miss this fascinating analysis. Rose the Wet Bucketer is one of the main characters of the movie Titanic. Her personality is characterized by her high social status and strict adherence to social values and expectations. As a member of the elites, Rose is expected to marry for wealth and security rather than just love, and her decision to defy this expectation by falling in love with Jack Dawson causes her considerable conflict. In addition, Rose is somewhat naive and cute and has never experienced much hardship in her life. This ignorance of her outside world makes her vulnerable to the abuse of others, such as Cal Hockley, her fiancé, who seeks to control her and use her wealth for his own gain. However, despite her flaws, Rose eventually learns independence and self-determination through her relationship with Jack and ultimately sacrifices herself to save him from certain death. Rose grew up in a wealthy family with parents who placed great importance on maintaining their social status and ensuring a prosperous future for their daughter. As a result, Rose grows up with little exposure to harsh realities of the outside world and develops a strong sense of entitlement. She is taught that marriage is primarily for economic reasons and that she must have a rich husband to maintain her lifestyle. These values drive Rose's behavior and decisions throughout the film, especially when it comes to her romantic relationships. At first, Rose sees Jack Dawson as nothing more than her lower-class indolence, but as they grow closer, she begins to violate the class system. This internal battle represents her understanding of Rose's limitations and desires, and the battle between her traditional upbringing and her desire for freedom and happiness. Rose is a character whose spirit is formed by her traditional upbringing, her rejection of social conventions, and her deep desire to fall in love. From a young age, Rose is forced to prioritize her family's reputation and financial security, forcing her to see love as a second priority. However, as she grows older and experiences a series of disappointments and betrayals, this perspective changes and makes her re-evaluate her priorities and accept this importance. Throughout the film, we see Rose struggling with her conflicting emotions, anger at society's expectations, fear of abandonment and loss, and finally a strong desire for agency and control over one's life. These psychological factors drive things like her initial reluctance to connect with Jack, as opposed to her intense desire for him and her willingness to lose everything to be with him. In addition to these psychological factors, Rose also exhibits a keen understanding of her surroundings and a strong visual intelligence that allows her to notice the beauty and strangeness of her outer world even amidst chaos and distrust. Rose is fiercely independent and has a serious decision to make her own life decisions, which makes her protest against the expectations of society and her family. But this independence makes Rose lonely because she is trying to make meaningful connections with others due to being protected from childhood and wanting to preserve herself. Rose's romantic relationship with Jack is a major aspect of her emotional development throughout the film. At first, the relationship is purely physical, for example, based on attraction and mutual desire. But as they spend more time together, Rose begins to see Jack as something more, someone who truly understands her and loves her for who she is, rather than her wealth and status. This recognition allows Rose to emotionally connect with Jack on a deeper level, leading to a deep bond between them. However, this relationship is short, as Rose is ultimately forcing to make a difficult choice between staying true to herself and fulfilling her duty as a member of high society. In the end, Rose chooses love over contracts and sacrifices everything she knows to be with Jack. While her last act may be tragic, it shows the power of love and the human spirit. Thank you for being with me on today's analysis. Tell me in the comments if you, like me, shed tears after watching this movie or not. And also, visit Scene Psycho channel for more videos, as too many attractive videos are coming on your way very soon. Thank you as usual for staying with me until the end. Until the next time, bye!